Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Alec, welcome to Brixo Studios. Today we're going to be looking at Blocks, issue number 68. This issue seems to be themed around the Speed Champions, so the ones released in 2020, the new 8 stud ones. The cover seems to be dedicated to 3 of the cars that have been released in January. We have the Lamborghini Urus, which was in the Lamborghini 2-pack. We have the Ferrari F8 Tributo, and then we have the Formula E Jaguar car that came in the Jaguar double pack. We can also see that there is some collectible minifigures, quite interesting. There seems something to do with Castle. You can win a Boba Fett helmet. That's quite interesting. Also something about Lego Science at Sea, which seems quite intriguing. Also, the first look about the Haunted House, the one that was released about a week ago maybe. Seems to be some reviews of the new Lego Architecture Skylines. Interesting. And there's also something to do with the UCS A-Wing. So yeah, let's get into the first page. So as in every issue, there is obviously a welcome paragraph. This is written by the editor, Chris Worth, down there. Below it has a picture of a Speed Champion set, and below that is a subscribe now to Blocks. To the side of it, it says Blocks, issue 68, 2020. Meet the team, the editor, the deputy editor, build specialist, USA editor. Also got contributors, art editor, photography, publisher, advertising, and then just thanks to loads of people, independent, distribution, and then a silverback publishing. So that's all the information. Also, on the other side, it's something called Blue Bricks. There's always some sort of advertisement on this side of the front page. This seems to have some quite interesting custom kits. They do look quite cool. So yeah, this is always a regular thing that comes in the magazine. So let's turn over and have a look at our contents page. Now this is, again, in every single magazine. The content as it's seen right there. We are greeted by 3 lovely cars. The Ferrari F8 Tributo, Lamborghini Huracan, Super Trofeo Evo, and the Formula E Jaguar car. Also next to that is a hot dog dude, which is always nice. We have the regulars for the magazine. Then we got up here, we've got win, the Boba Fett helmet. We've got some teasers for some articles later in the magazine. We have features, we have reviews, we have build, and we have techniques. Also, we have some more pictures of some stuff coming up in the issue. Looks very interesting. These content pages are always quite nice. They're always full of photos, and it's very nicely laid out. Blocks do a very good job on that. So it's on to the first article. So again, in every issue we have the Lego Talk section. This is essentially where people who read Blocks send in letters. You can email them, so to graham@blocksmag.com. If you want, you can email him with any questions about Blocks magazine. You might get featured in a magazine. It'd be pretty interesting. We go to the star letter, which is something about Paradisa. So someone is mentioning about how they, as a young girl, they were playing with Paradisa, and when Blocks looked at it last month, they were quite cool and they read it. It was quite interesting. We've got a Memory Lane Part 2, so I believe this was in last month's issue as well, and they go on the Facebook community and they look at people's favourite sets. So someone's set is this one, 659. Some tons of massive collection here. It's pretty interesting. It's always cool to see this Memory Lane section. Also, it does mention the competition winner of the 21321, the International Space Station, Oliver Harrison from Reading. He won that. That's quite interesting. It's always nice they put a little section down below. And obviously the new competition for this month is the 75277 Boba Fett helmet. Also down here also has a little build spotlight, a giant ball contraption, which is quite interesting. Always, the Lego Talk is always an interesting subject. I always actually like reading about people writing to Blocks. It's always cool to read. On to the next article. This is one of my favourite articles. It is the month in Lego. Always interesting to see the news. Obviously it's out of date because all this has probably come out. On this page it's about Haunted House, and that's already come out. This page is basically just saying all the specs about it, because when they're writing this, it hasn't even been released. It's only just been revealed. So it's always nice to see this, because a roundup of last month's sort of Lego news is always nice to read. So they in this article here, they go on about all the cool features about the Haunted House. They show the box art down here, and they show a person building it with a very nice background of sets and everything. So let's turn over to the next page. Now here is the more sort of month of Lego. 5 things you need to know. So it's all about the five Harry Potter set. No, five Harry Potter. Eight Harry Potter sets coming out this summer. Obviously, in the UK they've already been released, but for you guys in the US, if you're watching this, they haven't come out yet. August 1st for you guys. So it basically goes on about 5 things, and I will look at them quickly. One of them is we're still going chronologically, so they're going by the set. So the first wave was 1 and 2, second was 3 and 4, this is 5 and 6. But also they mentioned they're not done with the Chamber of Secrets, because Privet Drive is from Chamber of Secrets, even though Privet Drive is featured in most films. The Privet Drive in this set is featured around the 2, because it's got a car in it, the flying car that Ron rescues Harry in, which is always quite cool. The third thing, is Harry Potter is learning from Star Wars. So they're going to do brick-built display models, so like the Star Wars busts, the BB-8, the Porg, the Dio, sorts of thing like that. And this another thing is you'll want all the minifigures. So it's saying there's some interesting minifigures. There is some exclusive ones, especially in this astronomy tower. That is said to have some great minifigures. And the final thing is about Hogwarts is going to take over your house. And that is because the Hogwarts expansions, we've had 2 this time, Room Requirement and the Astronomy Tower. There's also a section about crunching the numbers. I always enjoy these. There's always some nice statistics. So there's been 22 Wizarding World sets since 2018. The biggest set is 71043 Hogwarts Castle with 6,020 pieces. There have been 122 unique Wizarding World minifigures. £1,386.50. That is a, not 50 cents, 50p. Well, I'm not in America, I'm in the UK. We don't do cents here. What am I going on about? But that's saying basically the price of a Wizarding World collection. So if you buy every single set released since 2018, that's always quite cool. There's been 4 polybags and gift with purchases and promotional items, and 5 Hogwarts expansion sets, which is always quite interesting. Not just on this page about Harry Potter, there is another one, the Harry Potter polybag, also the Overwatch sets. So they've, we know there's going to be Overwatch sets coming out, but we don't know what they are, we haven't had pictures, we know the set numbers, so yeah, it's always nice to have the little rumour section. Now we have a little news in brief. So the summer sensation, Blocks acknowledged that all the sets have released a Lego shop. The Lego Movie Redux, so they mentioned about the new deal with Warner Bros. Dropping Lego as their thing to make movies, and Universal Pictures have handed that over to them, which is always quite cool. So we might see some more Lego movies, but they'll definitely be different, and we might see some different licenses maybe. We won't see any more Batman movies because Batman belongs to Warner Bros. I believe, which is sad, but not a bad thing. Also, there'll be no more Batman in the Lego movies, so that's kind of annoying. I did like him, that character. It always was quite cool. The next thing about Empire at 40, so it mentions about the 8080 coming out this summer, which is already available. But it's nice to see they go about Empire at 40, it's always cool. And then the final thing is about the Lamborghini Cyan FKP 37. So obviously that has been released as well on June 1st. So nice to see them acknowledge that. I can't wait for the review of that on here. It's going to be very, very interesting. If we turn over, we have a Q&A with the winners of LEGO Masters UK. Now, I mean, I haven't watched the show myself, and I'm not sure many people in the UK have watched it. So, spoilers for the show. Tyler and Amy won. I have no idea who they are, but they seem to be this person here, and this person here. So there's a little Q&A. It's quite interesting. So it's like, it was so fun to see you share your happiness with news with everyone, and yeah, it's always, these little Q&As are quite interesting. It's always quite cool. Yeah, congrats to them. I don't know who they are. I'm probably never going to see them in my life. But it's always nice to see them acknowledging, because Box is a UK magazine based in the UK. So it's always nice to see them looking at LEGO Masters UK. It's always cool. There's a Eyes on exclusive. So this was a US exclusive, the Mother's Day card. So I believe Mother's Day for the US was May 10th. If I am getting that wrong, please do correct me. But yeah, the promotion for LEGO was this little card thing. I did want to get this. I thought it was quite cool. But the Mother's Day promo we got in the UK just wasn't as good, so I would have preferred this. Another rumour mill about the 400 or euros. Diagon Alley coming later this year. That is going to be very, very exciting. I cannot wait to see what happens with that. Also something about the Skywalker Saga. So there's a release date and a characters, so 500 characters nearly, and a release date of, well, apparent release date of 20th of October. There's also a quite an odd thing, John Porgay, I can't say that. I'm sorry. But apparently, if you tweet that you hate porgs, the Lego Group will send you a giant Lego porg. It's kind of a bit odd, but kind of cool. There's also a delay on the Gru, so apparently 2 of the 5 sets planned to tie in with Minions Rise of Gru are now on shelves, but the rest have been reportedly punted into long yellow grass. So that's quite interesting. And also it's about Lego Master Season 2 in the US, so it's about me Fox confirming and everything. That's always quite cool. There is more of this news in Lego, month in Lego. It's Block's Conversation. So this is a article with Kevin Hall. I've never heard of this person personally. It's just a little Q&A or whatever with him as well, which is quite interesting. On the other side is building a new Bricklink. So obviously recently Lego have redesigned Bricklink, and as you can see the UCS Imperial Shuttle with a little overview of the page. I haven't used it personally myself, even though I am going to be placing a giant Bricklink order soon for my mock. Yes, I said mock. I'm actually making another mock. I'm not going to fail at this time like my previous ones, but yes. Anyways, there's a minifig of the month. Funny, when they were writing this, it hasn't even been released, but it's the Centaur from Harry Potter, the Forbidden Forest set. There's also more about the fairground, everything. So it's clearly still plenty of life going in the fairground theme, which is great news considering there's still a whole bunch of rides. So they're basically saying what they want for ride and everything. There's more news in brief. There's a house party. So basically saying about Lego releasing the Lego house set on Lego.com. Also Soho. Soho Bricks, a clone brick manufacturer, has been shut down by Lego. Lockdown Lego. So students in New Zealand have made a prototype ventilator out of Lego, year 12, which is quite interesting. And it's something odd. 2 TT Games Lego titles, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, banished from Steam, but apparently they're now back on. Not really big enough, but I suppose they covered it. Also, it's another Ion exclusive with the Death Star 2 battle. Do check out my review. I did review it, and also the overview of the 3 sets. Also, I drop test this set in the end. So yeah, that's quite fun. There's still more months in Lego. So this is a hot topic. So some of these staff discusses some of the Lego news recently. Mostly about the Universal Music Group. It's quite cool. They did this a few weeks ago. It's always cool. It does look quite cool, the image. It's very awesome, like a wavelength. It's very, very awesome. There is a overflowing with ideas. So obviously, loads of ideas. Sorry. Loads of idea sets have been put to the next review. I believe 26 have been put to the next review, which is insane. 26 sets. That's going to be a hard decision. And since we're only going to get 1 or 2, that's going to be quite difficult. Retiring soon, the Dragon Boat Race, and then there's more of these. Accessory Corner, London Magnet. There is a key quote from Michael Cera. I'd be so interested in it. I haven't heard anything about it, but I would love that. Such a great project to work on that. I'm such a fan of those Lego movies in general. Oh, the Lego Robin voice actor confirms it. Oh, so basically, a voice actor for Robin loves to confirm back to the role, which is quite interesting. But since the Warner Bros. And the Universal Studios switched, Batman belongs to Warner Bros. So I'm not sure how Robin can make a return if Batman is owned by Warner Bros. I'm not sure how that happened. Also, its foundation fund. So Lego has revealed how it's $50 million donated to the kids for coronavirus stuff. It's very nice of them to do that. It's very cool. Also, Lost in Words. There's Lego bricks washing up on the Cornish shore. So that's quite cool. It'll be a book by Tracy Williams. Pretty awesome. Lego Wishes, the Make-A-Wish celebration this year's World Wish Day. Loads of Lego Star Wars sets to a teenager in Nevada with who has diagnosed with vascular disorder last year. That's always quite nice. As a Boba bonus, so basically just talking about the what is it? The Lego VIP competition, the sweepstakes thing. For the Boba Fett, the white Boba Fett. Not really interested in that personally. But yeah, there is more month in Lego. This segment has been going for 10 minutes now. It's quite insane. And now this is sort of a weird article in my opinion. I didn't really enjoy it. Top 10 Lego musical crossovers. And now the first one is, oh my god, this is a stretch. Yeah, Harry Potter. So, this is the Forbidden Corridor. Obviously it's got Fluffy, and if you remember from the Philosopher's Stone, Fluffy is had to be played the harp to fall asleep, and that is a stretch. Like, it's not really a collaboration with music. Yeah, I don't really understand this. It's got Trolls World Tour, Assembly Square, with some little music. Kind of odd. Music Tour is, so it's a Lego Ideas project. Friend with some pop star stuff. Lego Rock Band, the game. Beatles Yellow Submarine. Playable pianos. CMF figures with some musical people, and everything is awesome. The lovely, catchy song from the first Lego movie. So yeah, that was kind of an odd article. 10 musical crossovers. Some of them are a bit odd. But yeah, there are still more. Month in Lego. This is absolutely insane. This is a Q&A for the designer of the UCS A-Wing. Now, if you do want to check out the review, it's on my channel. It's quite a cool review. It's quite a cool set. I do like it. It's basically just saying another Q&A about this. So this is the designer. I believe he designed the UCS Slave one as well. And this is the another person. Hans Burkhardt Shalom with his personal wall of fame. So there seems to be a lot of Lego Star Wars sets there. But it's just got some pictures of the UCS A-Wing coming together. The rear, the box, some dude playing with it, and kind of built, kind of not, with some little things coming off it. But yeah, that has been the month in Lego. It was a very long section, a lot of pages from that. Yeah, it's always nice to read the month in Lego. It's always nice to have a recap of all the Lego news in the last month. It's always nice, and sometimes it has a very interesting Q&As in it. So our next article is about collectible minifigures, specifically a decade of collectible minifigures. So Matthew Ashton and Tara Wyke reveal how they spent 10 years creating a colourful world of characters. It also shows some of the, I believe, Series 20. I might be wrong in saying that, but it's always quite cool to see that. And then it's got a massive full-page picture of this, must be, yeah, Tara Wyke holding 8683. Series 1 of Collectible Minifig series. This article is very interesting because it goes through the process of designing all of these collectible minifigures. It has some great little sketches. So it's got the parent, the banana suit guy, unicorn suit girl, the king, hiker, the pop disco dude, the ogre, the magical wizard dude, and it's got the series 20 with the pea suit girl, and then it's got Matthew Ashton, who actually pitched the idea of doing collectible minifigures. It actually took him 10 years. So he pitched it in 2000, and just a random business idea in a conference. And then finally, 10 years later, Lego said he should go ahead with it. It was very, very awesome. And I believe this guy is the Vice President of Lego of Design, which is a very nice position. It's also got the Lego minifigures being produced in Hungary. That is quite cool. Minifig factory. Very awesome. Millions of minifigs produced per day. Then it's got some of the cool minifigures from across the series. Mermaid, Police Dude, Pig Guy. Pig Guy's awesome. Then it's got Tara's top picks. Mime, Gorilla Dude, Sailor, and the Coda and Mummy Queen. Also, 2 more drawings. The pirate and the penguin suit guy. I think that's really cute and awesome. Then there is Matthew's picks. So it's female characters, so it's the gladiator, costume characters with the hot dog dude and the brick guy, and then it's got city people like this teacher and the Statue of Liberty, and then yet more drawings, samurai and another hot dog, and then it's even got more minifigs being produced in the Czech Republic. It also has a few more minifigs down here. It's a very interesting article. Oh, look at this, even more. So many minifigs in this article. Look, Shark Dude, Corn Dude, Pea person. No, Peapod person. Cake guy. Rockstar. Llama person. Mexican dude with the piñata. That's quite cool. With a sombrero. That's always awesome. A very fun article to read with some very nice colourful minifigures. I always like it when they do some sort of interesting articles going through history of Lego, like interviewing designers, and just looking at a theme that's been around for quite a while. It's always interesting and always some of my favourite articles to read. And now I would read bits of the article, but it's quite a long one, so I wouldn't. I don't want this video to get too long. Don't want it to particularly go over 20 minutes, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter. So yeah, anyways, it was a good article, very fun to read, and I would recommend it I recommend it first read if you do get this magazine. Now on to reviews. This is mostly about the Speed Champions. This is the picture on the cover, so it's a full page picture, very awesome. We're going to first start off with the 76896 Nissan GTR Nismo. £17 and $20, €20. One minifig, 298 pieces, and 26 stickers. Now this set scores 84. It's very nice. It's a very awesome set. Does look very cool. This is the actual one I don't have yet. So I have the other two, the Ferrari and the Audi. This is the one I don't have, and it is good. 84 is quite a good score for such a small set. It's very interesting. Next up we have the Jaguar 2-pack. 76898, Formula E, Panasonic, Jaguar Racing Gen 2 car, and Jaguar I-Pace trophy. £35, $30, €40. 2 minifigs, 565 pieces, and 52 stickers. This set scores 80, which is quite good. It's quite a nice 2-pack, very interesting. I do love that build there, but that is my favourite car out of the two. And this review actually takes the big picture here, and then it's got the writing over here. It also shows some pictures of the cars in real life, the Formula E, and the I-Pace. And now looking at the I-Pace, actually looks way more better than I think it is. I thought it looked really ugly and blocky, but now looking at this, I don't. That's always good. Next up we have the most unpopular of the wave, 76899 Lamborghini Urus STX and Huracan Super Trofeo Evo. £55, $50, €60, 2 minifigs, 663 pieces, 51 pieces. This set scores 61, which is pretty bad, mostly for that price. It's a bit steep comparing to the Jaguar one we just looked at here. It's still not a bad set. I don't like that at all. I like this. And as you can see, look, there's a massive cockpit space, and it just looks way too big and bulky in my opinion. Just don't particularly like that. Next up we get into the other two smaller ones, 76897 1985 Audi Sport Quattro S1, £18, $20, €20, 1 minifigure, 250 pieces, 22 stickers. This scores 65 for being so niche. It's an older Audi car, so not many car fans will know this. Whereas the 76895 Ferrari F8 Tributo, £18, $20, €20, 1 minifigure, 275 pieces, 12 stickers, scores 89 for being probably the best Ferrari in the market, and it does look very nice. Compared to the Ferrari F40 they released last year, this knocks it out the park. Like, this is such a nice set, very nice build, and it looks really accurate to that very, very sexy car. It's very, very nice. Now on to some more city stuff. So this is from more January. It is more about the cars and motors and stuff. We've got the 60258 Tuning Workshop. £90, $100, €100, 7 minifigs, 897 pieces. This scores 75. I think it's quite a good set. Doesn't have a cool workshop with some awesome little car builds throughout it. Very cool. That little motorhome is very interesting. And that little sort of mini smart car. Also the hot rod looks actually pretty cool in my opinion. But it's quite a good set, and I don't particularly agree with the 75 score. I think it's more of an 80 in my opinion. But yeah, that's my opinion. Next we have a 60257 Service Station. £45, €50, and $50. 4 minifigs and 354 pieces. This gets a 62 for being not the best Lego City Service Station. We have had better. The price seems a bit steep, like 350 pieces for £45. not really the best. And the pump doesn't look too good, like, it's a bit simple. These two vehicles are quite nice inclusion. Now we have more of these little city vehicles. 60249 Street Sweeper, £8, €10 and $10. One minifigure, 89 pieces. This gets 65. It's quite a nice little build, quite a nice little street sweeper. Very nice. It seems to be six studs. It looks to be 6 studs. Yeah, it's quite a nice little vehicle. Next up, we have one of the most popular LEGO City sets, probably in a while. 60253, the ice cream truck. £18, $20 and €20. 2 minifigures, 200 pieces. This scores 73, and it does have a very fresh design. I do love that personally. Gotta love that. A ice cream situated at the top, and it also has quite a nice, interesting feature there. You can access the interior. That's quite cool. Always nice to see that. And yet there is more. We have 60256 racing cars, £18, $30 and €20. Is that a mistake? $30? That seems a bit much. 2 minifigures and 190 pieces. If this set was $30, like, that's a rip-off. Like, that has to have been a typo. But it gets 62. And I think it's quite cool. Quite different car designs. I like this more. Muscle car sort of thing. Low rider. Pretty awesome. We have another vehicle. This review seems very vehicle based this month. 60267 Safari Off-Roader. 17. No, I keep doing that. £18, $20 and €20. 2 minifigs, 168 pieces, and it scores at 74. It does seem to have quite an interesting build. That lioness mold is quite cool. And also another usage of the tree, a hollow tree with the minifig. That's always quite cool inclusion. Also the vehicle is quite nice. I do like it. Now I go over to a more, I don't know why they changed the background to black. It's kind of odd. But now we're looking at some architecture sets. We have 21051 Tokyo, £55, $60, €60. No minifigures, 547 pieces. This scores 90. Now this is a very solid skyline. Nice details, cool techniques like here. Maybe printed elements here, maybe. Could be stickers. It looks very clean, very nice Japanese city. Very cool build. We have another skyline, 21052 Dubai, £55, €60 and $60. No minifigs, 740 pieces. It scored 72. And I think there's quite a good job of capturing Dubai with the Burj Khalifa. Very tall building in the sort of middle, but very nice. Some cool techniques here. Architecture sets always do seem quite well. Very, very awesome. 2 buildings here, very cool. The Burj Khalifa looks very nice. I love how it gets shorter as it goes up. Very awesome. Some water fountains down here. Now that concludes the reviews. A very another long section with a ton of reviews to look at. A ton of sets they've done this month. Most of them are quite older ones. So yeah, it does take Bloks quite a while to review all these sets for a wave. But yeah, that was the reviews. Now I subscribe to Bloks section, which is always common. Subscription benefits and everything, and there's some little gift packs. So package 1 you get a t-shirt and a minifigure, and in package 2 you get a binder and a minifig and the t-shirts. Just a little thing for everyone. Brixo, who's a very cool YouTuber in the UK, I believe. He asked me about this and he wants to get a subscription, and I recommend this one. If you're watching this, Brixo, get this. It is £80. But you do get the binder, the t-shirt and the minifigure and 12 months of Bloks. So I think it's very, very worth it, since it's £59 for a year, which is what I normally pay. So it's quite a good deal. Just thought I'd mention that because Brixo does seem very interested in these Bloks videos. So yeah, just wanted to mention that very quickly. So we have an article on Rebrickable. Now Rebrickable is a quite cool site. It seems you can put your collection in the database and you can find models you can make with, or you can find models so you can make with those pieces. So look at this lovely Ford GT40 here, very, very awesome. It's like sort of an interview with this guy, the creator of Rebrickable. It's quite interesting, and these models in this are brilliant. Like, look at this, the original Batmobile, the 1966 one. some Porsches, even though I do have a little bit of a disagree with this Porsche. I do have mine, and all you do is take off the spoiler, and that's it. So let's basically achieve that. So not too complicated for that. There's an F1 car that used to be the other Porsche, the white one, and you can transform into an awesome looking F1 car, and another F1 car, brick built, not Technic. It's very cool. Brick was a very interesting site. See more mocks here. There's Nissan GTR we looked at just now, turned in this, like the Mustang into that, the Beetle, the Fiat 500, Nexo night set. Like, Rebrick was very cool. Some very awesome designers. Love that, obviously. It's just very interesting. It's a very cool little article about Rebrickable. Very interesting to read. And it's basically shows how far Rebrickable has come since the beginning. It's very, very interesting. I did enjoy reading it. So this article is about the problems with plastics. So as we all know, Lego is made out of plastic, and this is basically an article about Lego in the water. So in the one of the first sentences, it says Lego can survive in water for between 100 and 1,000 years. That's insane. As we know, plastic, the pollution in the ocean is bad, and if Lego does get put in the ocean, I mean, I'm not sure why you would want to put Lego in the ocean, because, like, yeah, it's Lego, but if there is Lego in the ocean, then that is kind of a bad thing. Like, maybe a ship crashed and Lego is on it. It's very, I don't know. But also some pictures of the pieces. They've been in the water. Look at that! How cool is that? Like, some of the Lego, like that. Very awesome. Look at these bricks, like mangled and sandy. It's very cool. What happens to Lego when they go to sea. And it also got a dude researching it. So I suppose he's a marine biologist, maybe? I don't know. It also some lovely pictures of that beach, like that. That is a lovely beach. Yeah, it was quite an interesting article to read about Lego in the sea. I still don't really understand why Lego would be in the sea, because it's a toy. I'm not sure why you would throw Lego in the sea. Unless you want to really get rid of it, like, maybe just sell it instead, you might get a bit more money, I don't know. But yeah, it was quite an interesting article to see, Lego at sea, like, yeah, I just don't understand why, really don't. Now we have a very popular article, it's the Mod Squad UCS Star Destroyer Part 5. I believe it's the final part, or maybe the penultimate part of this thing. It shows how to make a conference room with Thrawn in it. Just finished Rebels, so hyped about Thrawn right now. I really want the minifigure. Rebels was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. So it goes step by step, mostly, of how you build the conference room. You would obviously have to have built some of the previous bits from part 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's always interesting. You can make an interior for your Star Destroyer. It probably would cost you some pieces, but I mean, is it worth it, like, to put interior in that set? Because some of the stuff they do in this is absolutely bloody brilliant. They even tried to make Vader's sort of little pod in a moment. There's a little conference room with some projections up there. Here is Vader's pod. This area here. It's very cool. Add in, like, the scenes he's in Empire, I believe. So like this, when he's sitting like that. Also with the screens here. It's very cool. And they say a conclusion of it, so they want people to send in their pictures of their modded UCS Star Destroyer. Yeah, it's been a very cool article to read. Well, not really look at, because seeing this Star Destroyer, well, this turn from that into having a full-on interior, conference rooms, Vader's things, it's brilliant to read. And if you do want to pick up some Blue Box magazines with this Mod Squad in it, oh, I would recommend it. Because, yeah, your Star Destroyer would look so much better if you did put an interior in it. It's kind of a weird article. Freshly mown grass. So yeah, it shows a Lego minifigure mowing his grass. Yeah, it's not too interesting, but I thought I'd show it because it does show if you want to make yourself some Lego lawnmowers, you can have a step-by-step tutorial on how you make some pretty cool Lego lawnmowers. Like, that one looks really cool. I do like the way that looks. But it's very awesome that they've shown some ways to do some lawnmowers. Because I suppose in quarantine, you might mow your lawn a lot. I don't know. Like, I mow the lawn like once every 2 weeks. So, like, I don't really, yeah. It doesn't really make too much sense. But it's quite an interesting article to read, and if you want some Lego lawnmowers in your Lego city, you can always have it. It's very cool. And also, I do like the, give me a second, I do like this effect where it's like all flat, and then you put the grown grass with all these stem pieces. That's always nice. Also, these trees look very cool, and also this house build looks very, very interesting. Now we get into another cool section, the idea showcase. So first up, we have the mountain windmill. Look at that, that is a very awesome build by this guy, and this, it says he's a ideas veteran, so maybe he's already had a project. I'm not really too high on Lego ideas, but this project looks very interesting. Sort of like the sort of treehouse sort of concept, but it looks very, very cool. Some more pictures, more detailed. It's a very nice one. It's also got some more ones, more projects. Sorry, some sort of school scorpion, very awesome. The modern family, the Dumphy house. That looks quite cool. Actually, a really good house build. Those roof pieces, those roof looks very interesting. I looked at a full minifig section. I haven't watched Modern Family, but I might watch it. It does seem quite funny and quite cool. Now it's a great mock. Show jumping, so it's basically an awesome horse. A rider jumping. Some clear pieces to hold it up, but it still looks very awesome. And you can obviously put the horse and the rider separately. And you use some great techniques. Like, it's brilliant. And also, it looks like you can put the legs of the rider, so they must articulate over the horse. That is very cool. Very dynamic scene. It's a pretty cool Lego Ideas project. Some other ones here from The Mandalorian with Mando himself and Cara Dune. There's some wolf, maybe a cat? No, leopard. Sorry, leopard. That's quite cool. 11's TV from Stranger Things. That's quite cool. So it's a brick-built TV with a Stranger Things logo. That's pretty awesome. The Legend of Zelda, Cass. I haven't played Zelda, so don't hate me for not knowing what that is. But I really don't. It looked quite cool, though. And there's a Bowser, and I think this Bowser looks pretty awesome. That is hair pieces there. So that's quite interesting how they've done that. There's also a Bremen Town Hall. There's obviously some architecture. This guy's obviously made some more of them. It does look, some of these mocks look very, very cool. And yeah, I like that Mando one personally, myself. There's one more cool one. These Disney Tsum Tsum. Have I said that right? I'm not really sure. I think I've seen these. I think they're little plushy things. I think they're Lego ones, quite cool. Mike Wazowski there. Winnie the Pooh. Alien from Toy Story. Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Stitch. That's quite cool how they've done some of these. It's very nice. Also, to conclude this article, it's quite nice. These Lego Ideas projects, always nice. There's always some great ones. Love that windmill still. Love that. Also the Mandalorian one. Do love that as well. It's always nice to see some people's mocks. Show blocks some love. Some mocks. Very, very awesome. So now we're into the blocks nostalgia section, which is the castle, the fancy era. Looks very awesome. This ran 2007-2009. 8 sets, 16 skeletons, 17 crown army. The largest set had 973 pieces, and there were 2 dragons in the wave. They did this last month with another theme. It's ice something, but you can check out the video if you do want. But we've got a little review of the sets. So we have a 7090 crossbow attack, 70092 skeletons prison carriage, 7094 King's Castle siege. Sorry about the bent page. But yeah, it's quite interesting, quite cool. It also shows the new and used price. So the smallest set goes for new £25. It's got 54 pieces and 12 used. This one's got 193, goes for 73 new. It's insane, and 30 used. This is 973, 379 used. That is insane, and 167 used, and that is insane as well. It said 8 sets, and are they going to go? Nope, they're not going to go through it. That's kind of odd. They're not going to go through them all. That is really weird. But yeah, it's always nice how they go for a block nostalgia. Look at a few of the sets. This castle here does seem quite cool. It's more of a darker, darker tone maybe. The greys and stuff. And the dragons And I forgot about the dragons. The dragons in this are awesome. I do love the way they look, just great moulds. And now finally we have the Blocks Rebuild Challenge. So one of the guys rebuilt this set into this, which is kind of cool, like a little dog sort of carriage thing. That's quite cool. They seem to use the moped there. That's quite interesting. There's Stephanie on the side, the little character. I believe that's Stephanie's name. I'm not particularly sure on that. But on the other page, I will do it again. Next month in Blocks, in shops, July 2nd. And we have a UCS A-Wing. So the review is coming then, which is, I mean, it's a bit late. Like, it's been out for a month now. I would have expected it in this issue. I mean, like, yeah, I would have expected it in this issue, but obviously it wasn't. It's kind of a bit annoying, but it's always nice to see they are going to review the A-Wing. It's always pretty cool. And in the back, it's got some light kits. So yeah, it was a very awesome issue. I did enjoy it. Issue 68 was very cool. You can pick it up for £5.50. And I believe in the US, you have to order a subscription. So go refer to the subscription page if you do want to have a look at that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed another Blocks magazine. Obviously, I'll be back next month. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.